So let us continue with question number 4 and question number 8. Second. This is, I think, mole concept lecture 7. Yeah, I turned on the recording. Thanks for reminding, Saeed. Recording is on. Now solving get equipped to J advance. Question number 4. Answer you may verify from the answer key. I think A option looks correct. It's a similar question. We have done similar question. Compound is X406. 10 grams of X406 has 5.72 grams of X. 10 grams X406 has 5.72 grams X. The remaining will be oxygen. So 10 minus 5.72 is equal to 4.28 grams of oxygen. We'll get mass ratio of X and oxygen. Mass of X upon mass of oxygen is 5.72 upon 4.28. This is from the data, from the given data. And from the molecular formula, we'll get mass of X upon mass of O. There are 4 atoms of X. So 4 into its atomic mass. Suppose A, there are 6 atoms of oxygen, 6 into atomic mass of 6 oxygen, that is 16. So this is A by 24. This is from molecular formula. Now, the mass ratio of X and oxygen will be equal, will be constant. A by 24 is equal to 572 by 428. Get A is equal to 24 into 572 by 428. if 4 से cancel होगा 143 107. This comes out to be 32.07. is approximately 32. The atomic mass is 32. The question number 4 answer is A. Good. Clear to everyone? Now let us solve question number 8. One second. नेक्स्ट देखो, next we'll do question number 8. Question number 8 is a mixture of FeSO4 and Fe2SO4 whole thrice contains equal number of sulfate ions and ratio of ferrous to ferric ions. So we have FeSO4, suppose इसके A moles हैं, और we have Fe2SO4 whole thrice, इसके B moles हैं. तो इसमें Fe2 plus कितना होगा? Fe2 plus will be A, SO4 2 minus will also be A. दोनों का नंबर फॉर्मूले के अकॉर्डिंग देखेंगे तो इट हैज AFE and ASO4, equal number of Fe and SO4, that is 1 and 1. So A moles of FeSO4 will contain A moles of ferrous ions and A moles of sulfate ions. ठीक है, यहाँ पे अगर ये फेरिक सल्फेट है, Fe2SO4 whole thrice is ferric sulfate. It contains Fe3 plus how many? Atomicity of Fe is 2, it contains 2B moles of Fe3 plus, और सल्फेट की एटॉमिसिटी 3 है तो 3B moles of sulfate. ठीक है, we have got the number of moles of ferrous ions, ferric ions and sulfate ions. Now it is given that the sulfate ions are equal in number in both FeSO4 and Fe2SO4 whole thrice. So as the number of sulfate ions are equal, we'll write A is equal to 3B. As the number of sulfate ions are equal. ठीक है, now we'll find out ratio of Fe2 plus and Fe3 plus. ये निकालना है, ratio of ferrous ions to ferric ions. This will be equal to number of Fe2 plus is A, number of Fe3 plus is B. A by 2B. We'll put A is equal to 3B. So this comes out to be 3:2. 3:2. Answer will be D. Answer is D. Understood? ठीक है, एक बार प्रीवियस पेज देख लो अच्छे से. नेक्स्ट देखो, is one more law, that is law of reciprocal proportions. We'll write the statement first. Statement लिखो, when two elements combine separately with a third element to form two different compounds, then the different masses of first two elements that combine with a fixed mass of the different masses of first two elements that combine with a fixed mass of the third element are in a simple whole number ratio. This ratio is equal to or a multiple of or a factor of the mass ratio in which the first two elements combine with each other. ये पूरा नोट करो फिर मैं एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ. नोट कर लिया? पेज टर्न करूं? देखो इसका एक्सप्लेनेशन देखो, two elements combining separately with a third element to form two different compounds. Let us consider sulfur and oxygen. Sulfur and oxygen combining with hydrogen to form H2S and H2O. We can say that in H2S, 16 grams of 32 grams of sulfur combines with 2 grams of hydrogen. In H2O, 16 grams of oxygen combines with 2 grams of hydrogen. The ratio of different masses of the first two elements that combine with a fixed mass of the third element. We'll get mass of sulfur is to mass of oxygen that combine with a fixed mass of hydrogen is 32 by 16. इसको 1 लिख लेते हैं, is equal to 2:1. So mass of sulfur is to mass of oxygen that combine with a fixed mass of hydrogen is in 2:1 ratio. Okay. Now this ratio should be a multiple or a factor of the mass ratio in which sulfur and oxygen combine with each other. We say that sulfur and oxygen combine with each other to form SO2. In SO2, the mass ratio of sulfur and oxygen is, अगर सल्फर का एक आटम है तो ऑक्सीजन के दो आटम है. तो in SO2, mass of sulfur is to mass of oxygen is equal to 32 by 32 is equal to 1:1. Therefore, we can say that the two ratios are multiples of each other. This is what is law of reciprocal proportions. When two elements combine separately with a third element, then they do so, okay, in a simple whole number ratio, which is equal to or a multiple of or a factor of the ratio in which the first two elements combine with each other. Clear है ये? Is this example clear? And one more law will do. The last law is Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volumes. क्लियर है सबको अभी तक? कोई डाउट इसमें? नेक्स्ट विल डू Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volumes. स्टेटमेंट में नेक्स्ट पेज में लिखाता हूँ, ये नोट कर लो. Next, in a gaseous reaction, occurring at constant temperature and pressure, in a gaseous reaction occurring at constant temperature and pressure, the gases combine in a fixed ratio of their volumes. Resulting in formation of products also in a fixed ratio. An example we can take, suppose we are considering reaction between nitrogen and hydrogen to produce ammonia. The gases react in a fixed ratio of their volumes, and this ratio is equal to the ratio of their moles reacted. So nitrogen, one nitrogen molecule reacts with three hydrogen molecules to give two molecules of ammonia. This ratio is valid for their volumes also. We can say that 1 liter of nitrogen will combine with 3 liters of hydrogen to give 2 liters of ammonia. Okay. If the volume of nitrogen is 1V, the V volume of 1V, V volume of nitrogen will combine with 3V volumes of hydrogen to produce 2V volumes of ammonia, where V is the volume of nitrogen reacted. आ रहा है समझ में? Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volumes. क्लियर है ये Gay-Lussac's law? वत्सल देखो ध्यान से, ठीक है? This V can be any volume. मान लो V 100 है, so we can say that 100 ml of nitrogen combines with 300 ml of hydrogen to produce 200 ml of ammonia. Volumes are not conserved, not necessarily. Total volume of the reactants consumed may not be equal to total volume of products formed. इसलिए इस example में, ammonia वाले example में, ठीक है, the volume of reactants is higher than the volume of products. If you look at the first example, 1 liter nitrogen and 3 liter hydrogen, a total of 4 liters. When reaction is completed, we get only 2 liters of ammonia. Okay. So for a gaseous reaction, the volumes of reactants consumed and that of products formed are in the ratio of the coefficients of the reaction. Clear है ये? Vatsal, is it clear? Good. This completes the part of laws of chemical combination. Next topic we'll do is percentage composition and determination of empirical and molecular formula. ठीक है, next heading लिखो, एक second रुकना. नेक्स्ट देखो, नेक्स्ट टॉपिक लिखो, परसेंटेज कॉम्पोजिशन ऑफ कंपाउंड्स। Percentage composition is generally specified as mass percents of different elements present in a compound. Suppose compound is AXBY with molecular mass is equal to M. Suppose compound is AXBY with molecular mass is equal to M. M can be calculated as X into atomic mass of A plus Y into atomic mass of B. X and Y are the atomicities of A and B respectively. Now we can say that mass percentage of A, एक second रुकना. We can say that mass percent of A will be mass of A upon total mass into 100. Mass of A, there are X atoms, X into atomic mass of A upon the molecular mass, which is the total mass, into 100 will give us the value of mass percent of A. Similarly, we can write mass percent of B is equal to Y into atomic mass of B upon molecular mass into 100. So this is how we determine the mass percentage of different elements present in a compound. ठीक है, क्लियर है ये? एक बार प्रीवियस पेज देख लो जल्दी से. नेक्स्ट देखो, now we'll calculate or determine the percentage composition in some compounds. कुछ क्वेश्चंस करते हैं. Find percentage composition of following compounds. CaCO3, GSO4, CH3COOH, acetic acid. Try करो. Find out the percentage composition of different elements present in these compounds. I'll be back in a minute, right? हो गया? तो फर्स्ट वन इज CaCO3 molecular mass will calculate 40 plus 12 plus 3 into 16, ये आ जाएगा 100. Percentage of calcium is 40 by 100 into 100, 40%. Percentage of carbon, 12 by 100 into 100, it is 12%. Percentage of oxygen, three into 16 by 100 into 100, 48%. These are the percentages of calcium, carbon and oxygen in CaCO3. ठीक है? If we find in MgSO4, let us first find out the molecular mass of MgSO4. Molecular mass is equal to, there is one magnesium atom 24, one sulfur atom 32, and 4 oxygen atoms 4 into 16. So 24 plus 32 is 56, and 4 into 16 is 64. This is 120. Percentage of magnesium, there is one magnesium atom 24 upon 120 into 100. तो ये कितना जाएगा? 20%. Percentage of sulfur, 32 by 120 into 100. तो 320 by 12, 4 से cancel करेंगे, 4 is 32, ये 3, तो 80 by 3%. Percentage of oxygen, 4 into 16 by 120 into 100. 30, this is 160 by 3%. Clear है ये? These are the percentages of magnesium, sulfur and oxygen in MgSO4. Last one is acetic acid, CH3COOH, which can also be written as C2H4O2. We'll first find out molecular mass. 2 into 12 plus 4 into 1 plus 2 into 16. 24 plus 4 plus 32 is equal to 60. Now we'll get percentage of carbon. 2 into atomic mass of carbon 12 upon molecular mass 60 into 100. So this comes out to be 40%. Percentage of hydrogen, the 4 into atomic mass of hydrogen upon molecular mass into 100. So 40 by 6 or 20 by 3%. And then percentage of oxygen, there are 2 oxygen atoms, 2 into 16 upon 16 to 100. This is equal to 160 by 3%. This is how we calculate the percentage composition of different compounds. आया समझ में? एक सेकंड रुकना. Now let us do some more questions based on this. A compound of iron has 2 atoms of Fe per molecule. If it contains 28% of Fe by mass, find the molecular mass of the compound. Find the molecular mass of the compound. Try karo. A compound of iron has 2 atoms of iron per molecule. If it contains 28% of iron by mass, find the molecular mass of the compound. We need the data of atomic mass of iron to solve it. Atomic mass of iron is equal to 56. Try karo abhi. Can you hear me? Okay, fine. So is this question understood, the previous question? A compound of iron has 2 atoms of Fe per molecule. Is the solution clear? Okay, sorry. So percentage of Fe can be written as the number of atoms of iron per molecule into mass of iron upon molecular mass into 100. So solving it, we'll get molecular mass of the compound as 400. It is 400 AMU, the molecular mass. The molar mass is 400 grams. Okay. Now we'll solve the next question. Find the minimum molecular mass of a compound that contains 12% by mass of magnesium in it. Find the minimum molecular mass of a compound that contains 12% by mass of Mg in it. Atomic mass of magnesium is 24. Karo try. Yes, 200 is the correct answer. 200 is correct. Okay. A difference with respect to the previous question is the number of atoms of magnesium is not given. Let us assume that it has n atoms of magnesium per molecule. The percentage of magnesium will be n into 24 upon molecular mass into 100, and this is given as equal to 12. If we solve it, we'll get molecular mass as 200 n. Okay. For minimum value of m, we'll take n is equal to 1. For minimum m, take n is equal to 1. Therefore, m is equal to 200. So minimum molecular mass is 200 mu. Molar mass will be 200 grams. Clear है ये? Is the question clear? Is it understood to everyone? Turn करूं? Next we'll learn about empirical formula and molecular formula. Molecular formula gives the exact number of atoms of different elements molecular formula gives the exact number of atoms of different elements present in one molecule of a compound. Molecular formula gives the exact number of atoms of different elements present in one molecule of a compound. Whereas empirical formula gives the simplest ratio of number of different atoms present in a compound. Example लिखो compound benzene. One second. Benzene molecular formula is C6H6. Empirical formula is the simplest ratio, that is CH. Butane molecular formula is C4H10. Empirical formula is simplest ratio C2H5. We can say that the molecular formula is a whole number multiple of empirical formula, or molecular mass is equal to n into empirical formula mass. So यहाँ से this whole number n can be calculated as molecular mass upon empirical formula mass. If you know the molecular mass, if you know the empirical formula, we can find out the molecular formula by this method. ठीक है, ये नोट करो, मैं क्वेश्चन के थ्रू ये वाला फॉर्मूले का एप्लीकेशन एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ. ठीक है, नोट इट डाउन. विल एक्सप्लेन द यूज ऑफ दिस फॉर्मूला बाय अ क्वेश्चन. टर्न करूं? ये क्वेश्चन देखो इस पे बेस्ड। Compound of empirical formula CH2O has a molecular mass of 150. Find its molecular formula. ठीक है, molecular mass is given as 150. Empirical formula is given as CH2O. So for such questions, we'll first find out empirical formula mass. Now, what is empirical formula mass? We'll add the masses of different elements present in the empirical formula. There is one carbon atom, 1 into 12. There are two hydrogen atoms, 2 into 1. There is one oxygen atom, 1 into 60. Adding it will get 12 plus 2 plus 16 is equal to 30. Now we'll find out the value of n, the whole number multiple. How do you find out n? N is molecular mass upon empirical formula mass. Molecular mass is given as 150. Empirical formula mass is 30 is equal to 5. Therefore, now we can write the molecular formula. Molecular formula is empirical formula whole n is equal to CH2O whole 5, which is equal to C5H10O5. This is how we determine molecular formula from empirical formula. Understood, everyone? एक और क्वेश्चन देखो. A compound has empirical formula is equal to CH2. Now it is given that 1.4 grams of the compound occupies a volume of 1.12 liters at NTP. Find its molecular formula. Try करो. A compound has empirical formula is equal to CH2. It is given that 1.4 grams of the compound occupies a volume of 1.12 liters at NTP. Using this data, we have to find out its molecular formula. Try करो. C2H4 is correct. C2H4 is correct. देखो कैसे करना है. तो पहले molecular mass calculate करेंगे with the help of this data. 1.4 gram occupies a volume of 1.12 liters. So you can say that number of moles is equal to mass upon molar mass or volume upon 22.4. Mass is 1.4, molar mass m, volume is 1.12 upon 22.4. सॉल्व करेंगे तो m is equal to आ गया 28. तो molecular mass is equal to 28. Empirical formula mass will calculate. Empirical formula mass, एक कार्बन 2 हाइड्रोजन, तो 12 plus 2 is equal to 14. तो molecular mass calculate हो गया, empirical formula mass calculate हो गया. We'll divide them to get the value of n. The whole number n is equal to molecular mass by empirical formula mass, 28 by 14 is equal to 2. Therefore, molecular formula is equal to empirical formula whole n, CH2 whole 2 is equal to C2H4. Understood? Is this clear to everyone? Okay, for homework, I'm sending you an assignment. उस assignment का exercise 1, question number 1 to 21 करना है. ठीक है? I have sent you an assignment on the group. Homework is mole concept assignment. Question number 1 to 21. I'll also be sending you some DPPs. Okay, DPPs, daily practice problems. You'll have to solve questions from daily practice problems also. I'm sending you a PDF for DPPs. DPPs, solve DPP 1, 2, 3. Okay, clear again? So this is your homework for the next lecture. So that's it for the today's lecture. I'm ending the lecture. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day and take care.